Hello everyone, and welcome to issue 43 of our newsletter. This is our weekly video to update you on upcoming streams and events on the channel. Before we begin, I'd like to thank you for your support and for helping the channel to grow. Your help as always is appreciated. Alright folks, apologies, a bit late with this one. I've had a busy week and a lot of stuff to edit and put together, so yeah, here we are. Anyway, we are cracking on nicely as always. We're nearly at 700 subs, we just passed the 660 mark. So is it possible we could get there before the birthday stream? That's in September. That would be really cool. If you could do all those typey clicky things, share the videos around, get people on board, be absolutely fantastic. It's great to see so many people coming on board, getting involved, and more importantly staying. You know, that's alright popping in, but there's folks that are staying and become regular parts of the channel. Starting to really love the chat. I'm going live now and we're getting different people on every time, and it's great. That's what we want to say, the engagement and get that conversation, because you know we love tangents, so it's always fantastic. But yeah, everything is looking good and couldn't be happier. Just looking forward to progressing and moving upwards as always. Anyway, on to our upcoming streams. Monday the 19th of August, I'm on with Steve as we continue our look at the Hammer horror film franchise with The Shadow of the Cat. This will be an interesting one to talk about. It's like Hammers went back in time. We're back to full black and white again, even though we've had quite a few movies now in Technicolor. We've gone back to black and white for this one, and it's not the usual theme. So it'll be interesting to see what Steve thinks about it, and was it a good entry or not. I'm still in two minds, if that makes sense, because it's a bit of a strange one. But we'll talk about it anyway, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a dad joke or two thrown in as well. Tuesday 20th of August, I'm back on with Brotherhood of the Dice and Infinite Monkey Tales as we carry on with the Alien RPG. This is session 18 of the Dracona Strain trilogy. We are right at the end of this part of the story, so some of the group have met the Alien Queen, some of us have encountered a chest burster, had to have it surgically removed from one of the team members. We've got the Colonel, we're trying to get off this barren rock that's just been absolutely annihilated, and we now see that the experiments have been taking place and it went kind of wrong. It'll be interesting to see who makes it out, who doesn't, and what the outcome is. We will hold off on the Alien Romulus talk until probably the week after. Not everybody's seen it yet. There's one part of that film that might have tied into this, but we'll talk about it, we'll do the full review. But yeah, as always, great universe to play in. Love the despite my complaints about some of the movies, love this universe, so much potential, and love playing RPGs, and great bunch of guys having a laugh, and more importantly just getting on telling stories together and playing a game. Thursday the 22nd of August, I'm on with Dale as we continue our look at What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show. We're covering Baron's Night Out, the trial, and citizenship. So far really enjoying this. Dale and I looking at various things, you know, Australasian. I know this came from a New Zealand film initially, even though this particular one's set in America, but still it's funny, it's got its own sense of humour as well, so it's not a complete carbon copy of the film. It's managed to develop its own style, and so far we're having fun with it, so that's the main thing. And always great to catch up with Elle and see what's going on in her world as well, because she's quite a busy person at the moment. I'm actually appreciative that she's got time to spare at the moment because she's so much going on, so always great to catch up and have a chat. Sunday 25th of August, I'm on with Cameron again as we have the talk spot, so just our usual monthly roundup of news and events going on in the horror world, and we'll be covering Maxine. That's the third installment of the Ty West X trilogy by A24. We did a thing with a couple of movies to look at, roll the dice. This came up, so that's why we're doing it now. We're thinking of random ways. We'll come up with a bunch of movies and then we'll find a random selector of some sort to pick one, rather than blaming each other for picking it and them going right or wrong. We're going to try different methods and then let fate decide. But as always, good to catch up and talk about various things. Then again on Sunday 25th, Flea and I are on later on that evening as we talk about Elfin Lied. This is a continuation of our look into horror anime. So tagline of this is: brother and sister find a girl who appears to be abandoned, bring her into their home, and it turns out she's a serial killer with memory loss. So yeah, interesting to see how it turns out. Like I said, I try to get Flea to look at specifically horror. I know all anime has a horror bent to it, that's kind of the style, but I want sort of series and movies that cross that line and are definitely horror, so it'd be cool to look at that there. So far it's been quite good. We've covered movies to date and anthologies all in one episode, so this is our first series we're looking at, so it'll be cool to see how it turns out. And as always, if you have suggestions, please put them in the comments or come in the live chat while we're streaming. We're always looking for the weird and wonderful. Thursday 29th of August, Chris and I are on and we are covering Sharknado 5. Oh my god, please help me. Oh dear. Especially after the final destination turned out to be a bit of a wet fish. This is just going to be painful. I've given up trying to work out any sort of plot with this now. It's just a case of, yeah, let's just get these done. Only 2 left to do, so 6 finishes it. And the actors will wooden plank their way through this one as well as the rest. There'll be weird cameos from reality stars that none of us remember or even knew about in the first place. And there'll be the loosest of plots. And Chris will do his best to try and make some sense out of it and create a crazy theory, I'm sure. So if nothing else, look out for that. Oh, by the way, if you aren't aware, I have created a playlist a while ago and all the crazy theories get clipped from the live streams and put together, so if you want to check all those out right from the very beginning when the first popped up, feel free to do that. Go on the channel, look at the playlists, and you'll see the Chris's crazy theories are all there and a few other things as well. Like I said, once we cover a franchise or anything at length, you'll find playlists for it, so don't forget to go and look there because it's quite useful. And then finally, Sunday 29th of September, we have the birthday bash. So that's all of us, we're getting together. We're just going to celebrate 4 years of the stream, going where we started, how we've got here, and what the plans are for the future. Once again, for those on the email list, and if you're checking the social media posts, I have put out a request that anyone who wants can send us a birthday message. So basically, take a short video, wish the podcast a happy birthday, let us know who you are, and we'll feature on the channel. So if you email the video in, then I'll do a montage. I've got a couple already, so just need a few more just to have people wishing as well. It's always good. Not only up there, but especially from other creators. Nice to show who we've interacted with in the past, and people have their own channels and platforms, you know, give them a shout out. As always, what I've tried to do is just have a spirit of cooperation and collaboration with this stream, rather than just being a narcissist staring into a camera, you know, wanting to get famous. You know, I like interacting with folks. I like the team we've built. I like the people who've come on board and stayed with us and just have a positive vibe. There's a load of negativity out there. There's loads of people sniping and getting on, and especially amongst YouTube channels, you kind of see it. They spend more time bitching about each other than making content. It seems to be when they get to a certain size, YouTube channels tend to just make content about other YouTube channels, which is a bit strange. I don't want to do that, and I don't want to do the, oh, if you're a fan of this, you're not in our team, blah blah blah, except for Scream fans, because they're always fun to poke at. I think there's a difference between the friendly banter, isn't there? You know what I mean? You can have a bit of friendly banter without it getting completely nasty, and that's what we're trying to buck the trend against, because that's boring and it never ends. You know what I mean? There's no end game for it, so it just goes on and on. So we're trying to do that. Just be a bit of positivity, bit of collaboration, celebrate folks who are out there creating, doing their thing, and hopefully they'll join in celebrating us as we carry on. There you go. That's it. Short one. Having fun as always. We are cracking on and looking forward to having you along with us on the journey. So just leaves me to say, until next time, keep updated with the channel, do the type of clicky things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.